Welcome to Sandwiches of History. Today we're going to be doing an international sandwich. That's right, it's time to do the banh mi, Vietnamese sandwich. Delicious, delicious sandwich. I absolutely love it. You can get a banh mi with pork or pork sausage or tofu or a number of things, but my favorite is the chicken banh mi, and that's what we're going to be making today. I have to make some stuff and let it marinate in the fridge overnight, but don't worry, you're going to see it in one video. I'm not going to do part two, but let's get cracking. Okay, first thing we got to do is julienne some daikon radish. Next, we julienne some carrot. Okay, now we take a tablespoon of salt and massage it into the carrot and daikon and let it sit for an hour to draw out the water. Now let's make the marinade for our chicken. Kick things off with oyster sauce, sugar, Chinese 5-spice powder, ground black pepper, minced garlic, minced lemongrass, honey, Shaoxing cooking wine, fish sauce, and soy sauce. Next we add the chicken thighs. Then mix this around and let it rest in the refrigerator overnight. Squeeze out the water from the daikon and carrot. Okay, now we take hot water and dissolve sugar in it. And then we add vinegar. And we add our drained daikon and carrot. Let that sit in the fridge overnight. So before we go any further, let's talk about the history of the banh mi. The baguette and things like liver pate show, which is cold liver pate, was introduced to Vietnam by France in 1860 by way of their imperialist occupation that began then. Wheat flour, however, was hard to come by, and so it was a very expensive sandwich, if you will. But then in World War I, a lot of French soldiers flooded the country, and with them came more wheat flour, and it was able to become a street food. Now, in 1954, Vietnam was divided into two, North Vietnam, South Vietnam, and my understanding is that changed the culture of food in Saigon, which is where the banh mi really took off. And before we go any further, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to try and do my best to pronounce these properly with the help of Google Translate, but I don't speak Vietnamese. One of the first shops to sell the banh mi sandwich in Saigon in 1958 was Ha Ma, and it became really, really popular. Till about 1975 when Saigon fell and wheat became scarce again and it became expensive. But a lot of refugees from the American and French War in Vietnam migrated to the United States, including Le Van Ba, who opened up a sandwich shop with his family here in Northern California called Lee's Sandwiches, which is still around today, and basically made banh mi popular in the United States in the 1980s. Now, if you follow Sandwiches of History, you know that ordinarily if I can't get a bread for an international sandwich, I like to try and make it. But fortunately for me, out of Lee's Sandwiches 5 minutes from my house, so let's go get a baguette. All right, time to grill. First up, scrape it down and oil it and onto the grill. Okay, let's make our banh mi. I've got my baguette. They usually sell rolls in the size of a banh mi, but today they just had baguettes, so there you go. It's really pillowy soft on the inside and melt in your mouth, and then the outside, nice and crusty. So on one side, we put paté. On the other side, mayonnaise. I'm using Cupidol because it's good. And we put on our grilled chicken, our pickled carrot and daikon radish, some jalapeños, and some cilantro. And last but not least, Magi seasoning. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, Maggie? Okay, let's give this grilled chicken banh mi a go. I cannot tell you how ridiculously flavorful this is, but I'm gonna try. So the marinated chicken with the 5-spice and the soy sauce and everything that went into it got deeper and more flavorful on the grill. Grilling over charcoal is a preference, but if you don't have it, just use a gas grill. You get the wonderful crunch and tang from the pickle of the carrots and the daikon, the heat of the jalapeno, and then cilantro. And if you have the gene that makes cilantro taste like soap, I'm sorry, just leave it out. And the pate is just adding a nice richness. And this bread just soaks it up. My understanding is that in Vietnam they mixed wheat flour with rice flour to get a fluffier interior and crusty exterior. Oh man. That is a 10. If I could give it 11, I would give it 11. There is no plus up for this. If you put a plus up on this, you are messing with perfection. That is amazing and delicious. And the recipe I use for both the pickled daikon and carrots, as well as the banh mi chicken itself, I got from VickyFam.com. Great recipes, go check her out. This is amazingly delicious. I am going to eat all of this now. All right, see you tomorrow. One of the first shops to sell it, Ha Ma,